Anything short of our vote being counted, we give Tinubu and this gang a ballot revolution. You talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. In 2027, na mumu they go court. If your mindset in 2027 is that, when we vote, we'll get evidence. From evidence, we'll go to court. I pity you. Nigerians have to make it very clear that we are not doing anything court. Election starts and ends on election day or in the next few days because they will try to rig and manipulate the votes. We must demand and protect our votes. I saw the houses they gave these judges. And when I saw it, I started laughing. I said the only thing this should signal to Nigerians that we that have been screaming and saying for so long that this corrupt government will do everything possible to remain in power. You're seeing it. Who in any sane mind, few months to the elections, you already started giving appeal judges that will probably sit on and litigate on cases that have to do with these elections. Brand new houses. We are dealing with daredevil criminals. You see Wike and Co. These people. So if you think you're going to take these people out of power by going to court or doing it through the right process, then you're crazy. We should be ready to vote, defend our vote, and if anything happens, we change this country forever. That is the only way forward. Nigerians, just take this to the bank. Anything short of our vote being counted, we give Tinubu and this gang a ballot revolution. Nothing short, nothing less. Nobody should be hiding it anymore. Because these old criminals you see in power, they are not going to live without a fight. It's important to know this in one time. Tinubu and Co. will not live without a fight. But the good thing is that we have more. We are more in numbers. They are scared of the fact that we have the numbers. They are scared of the fact that Nigerians, if we rise up against them, they cannot stand us. The problem is that do you as a Nigerian know that you have the power? Do your people around you know that they have the power? That this change that we demand, we can actually get it if we do the hard work next year. Because if your thinking or your mentality is that if you vote, you will go back home and that you will snap and you have evidence to show in courts, these people that they have given houses will sit for you and give you justice, you're in for a rude shock. Nigerians, be ready to take back your country. If Tinubu and his gang choose to rig these elections, we will pursue them like Gaddafi was pursued, like Nepal president was pursued, like other people were pursued. That is how we do it. You must count, our vote must count. Nobody is going to court. We don't have time for court. Now, Mumu, they go court in 2027. Our Mumu don't do. This madness has to stop. That's why I'm not even worried. So this just shows you. I remember on one of my lives a few days ago, I was telling them, I said, in the space of 6 months to 12 months, you can actually build a standardized hospital. In the space of 6 months to 12 months, a world-class hospital can be erected and built. You have seen these people. Look at the houses they built for these people. In how many months? If they care about me and you as people, these people will work. But they know that what brings them to power is not me and you. It's not our votes. What brings them to power is the protection of the criminal cabals that have kept them there. The judiciary, the legislators, the security forces. These are the people that keep them in power. So they will always work for those people and for that system to maintain status quo. Banking on me and you, deficiency of knowledge, that we don't know our rights, or even though we know our rights, we are divided along tribal and ethnic lines and along religious lines, that we are not ready to come together and fight. That is what they are banking on. But sensible Nigerians have to wake up to understand that to fix our country, to get back our country, this system has to go down. These criminals have to leave. And the fastest and the safest route for us is through the ballots. And when we come out to vote and our votes are rejected one way or the other, or our votes are rigged, we now have to revolt and change the system. There is no two ways about this. Look at what they're trying to pass. A single term of 6 years. So after Tinubu enter power, they will now pass it. Then he will now do 6 years. All of a sudden, these criminals will have spent 10 years. Then now imagine 2 years to the end of that 6 years. They will now change the constitution again and say, let it now be a 2 term of 6 years. This criminal and criminals will now spend extra 6. This is how these people operate. We are dealing with a cartel, a criminal organization. There is no point hiding or mixing words with these people. When we're saying that this man is vying for life presidency, people thought we were joking. Look at they are showing you people the patterns and you still don't want to believe it. You think it's propaganda? Nigerians, our last shot of saving or salvaging our country is in 2027. Our last shot. We will never have a chance of redemption anymore. If we allow these people beyond 2027, kiss your nation goodbye. Let this video serve as a reminder that we were warned. Please share this video as far as wide as possible. Let every Nigerian see it. Let us understand what is at stake.
Now, this is probably the fastest project I would have seen Wike handle. And what is this? You can see him commissioning all these beautiful houses in Abuja. But do you know the people he built those houses for? You know, when you go vote and then your vote, you feel like it did not count. And then you start saying, we're going to take it to court. The people who are deciding whether your vote counted are the people that they built these houses for. And I can't lie, I've never seen Wike take any project this seriously. 2027 is going to be so long, I'm telling you. Remember year 2023. Tinubu was not even president, but you see how much he was able to coax all but the INEC, the judiciary. Everybody did not want to see any reason. So long as everybody is receiving their alert, boom, whatever they say we should say, we are going to say. Baba went to go and now say, whilst we're in government, we are going to give you guys houses. And we are going to make sure your houses are well ready just before the 2027 election. Oh, yes. Why? Because they know that whatever is going to happen there is probably going to end up in court. And Nigerians, I'm telling you, in year 2027, if you think your vote is going to be where it ends, you're just going to vote and go. I'm telling you, you may have to start rethinking your decisions because these people are not here to joke. I'm telling you, it's so sad that a whole bunch of our future has been taken by these people who have enjoyed their future and are still enjoying some more future. Guys, I don't know how to explain it, but bro, your kid that you are giving birth to right now, these people have taken their future already. If you want to decide to say, I am Nigerian and I'm going to stay in Nigeria, the earlier you start fighting for your kids, the better. Because the fact is, yours is nearly gone.
If the judiciary will not even obey the law that they stand for, how can we trust it to uphold the law when cases are being heard? This video is specifically to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, who is also the chairperson of the National Judicial Council, Honorable Justice Kudirat Motomori Olatokunbo Kekiriekun, GCON, and every well-meaning Nigeria, home and abroad. If we care about building a nation that is sustainable, that will be proud to live to our kids, then we should not allow this act slide by. Honorable Justice Ma, the executive in the position of Wike is building and gifting the judiciary 40 houses. 20 is going to the FCT High Court judges, 10 is going to the Federal High Court judges, and another 10 going to the Court of Appeal judges. Honorable Justice Ma, 7 months to the general election. How do you think this looks? Why is this a gift that should be accepted? And today I'm not here to bash you, Ma. I'm here to present the law and the positions of the law and why, with immediate effect, Honorable Justice, you should be standing that the gift must be immediately turned down by the judiciary. And let's look at what the provision of the law is, Ma, because I believe you know more than I do. So these are not new things that I'm going to say, but we should know what the provision of the law is. 1999 Constitution, Independence of the Courts, Section 17, subsection 2E, Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended. The independence, impartiality, and the integrity of court of law and easy accessibility thereto shall be secured and maintained. Furthermore, National Judicial Council policy that talks about the gift from other arms of government. It says, the National Judicial Policy expressly recognizes the danger of gifts from other arms of government. It says, and I quote, Honorable Justice Ma, the Code of Conduct for Judicial Officers and Code of Conduct for Judicial Employees with the amendment discouraging acceptance of gifts from other arms of government should be such as would be adequate, compliance, and with their provision shall be mandatory. So the law is very clear. The judiciary should not be taking gifts from the executive. But let's go down memory lane. Ma, I want to take you down memory lane. In 2016, in response to the prosecution of some judges, the National Judicial Council, NJC, barred judges and other court staff from accepting gifts from other arms of government. This was part of new measures to curb corruption and other unethical conduct among judicial officers and other court staff. The development formed part of the provisions in a new National Judicial Policy (NJP) that was launched in Abuja by the NJC. It seeks to merge and improving on the existing NJC, NJP, and a similar policy by the National Judicial Institute (NJI). The existing code of conduct at that time for judicial officers provides that a judge and members of his or her family shall neither ask for nor accept any gift, bequest, favor, or loan on account of anything done or omitted to be done by him in the discharge of his or her duties. But the provision in the new policy particularly bars judges and other court staff from accepting gifts from other arms of government and made compliance mandatory. Section 2, subsection 3(2) of the new policy states, and I quote, "The code of conduct for judicial officers and code of conduct for court employees, with the amendment discouraging acceptance of gifts from other arms of government, should be such as would be adequate. Compliance with their provision shall be mandatory." So, when we look at this gift that is being given to the judges 7 months before the general election, you and I know that it doesn't look good. And what does the law say about the image and perception of the public? Further on its relationship with other arms of government, it is prescribed that the judiciary shall not resort to lobbying in ensuring that the legislature and the executive perform their constitutional responsibilities. All arms of government should respect the doctrine of separation of powers as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. And lastly, the National Judicial Policy of the NJC recognizes that judicial independence is not only about actual bias, proven or unproven in the court of law, but also about public perception. It discourages judges and judicial workers from accepting gifts from other arms of government and makes compliance with judicial conduct rules mandatory. So, any arrangement where the executive gives judges personal luxury homes risk violating the spirit of the NJP because it can create an appearance of influence, conflict of interest, and loss of public confidence in the judiciary. The election is coming. There will be a lot of cases taken to this court. How does the public believe that the judges will carry out their duty without any prejudice, without any bias, having received luxury homes from this government? And lastly, why is this gift even necessary? We could have easily asked for an increase in the budget for the Ministry of Justice. However, does the law actually provide housing for our judges? Yes, it does. And I will quote again. The 2024 judicial salary structure includes rental allowance for judges. The Justice of the Supreme Court gets 9.91 million annually for rent allowance. The President, the Court of Appeal, gets 9.91 million annually. The Justice of the Court of Appeal gets 7.99 million annually. The Chief Judge, the Federal High Court, and the FCT High Court also gets 7.99 million annually, while the Judge, Federal High Court, FCT High Court, State High Court, and equivalent gets 7.22 million annually. If inflation has affected these figures, why don't we treat it as a budget? So, I'm not coming here to bash you, but I'm saying if the judges are meant to uphold the law, are openly disregarding the law, how do we trust the judgment?
So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu just commissioned houses that he built for judges, and I have only one problem. With everything that is going on in this country, you decide to commission houses this period in time. Like, you decide to tell the judges that you have gotten them a new house. They should go and live in. First of all, I was thinking this thing is a joke. I thought maybe they're just playing with us. But in our faces, we they look. As presidents, they commission houses. They give to judges. That's everything about kidnapping, banditry, everything we are saying does not make any sense. You know, understand? Until that man has to go to Ogun State, or your state, to do a protest there before the governor could come outside and say something to the people. Before he could come outside and say, just imagine the level of seriousness. Like, there's more things to say about this thing, but I just got so pissed because coming to the internet and saying that they are commissioning houses, and somebody's talking that if they are buying cars for themselves, why would the judge not also eat? Why would the judge not also enjoy? Why would the judge not also have a building? Just imagine. But the masses are crying. We are begging. We didn't even say give us good road again. We just say take care of this banditry that's happening during this your election period. Take care of this kidnapping. And what, guess what? It's silence that we are getting. Silence in return. In return, they are picking people, social media influencers that are talking about it. I don't have a problem of you building houses for judges. There's just a little problem. Why are you commissioning? Why are you spoiling the media? It's seeming as if something is happening good. We are so bad. We are in tears. We are in pain. Then they commission houses for judges. And every time they see this thing, that's Nigerians just be like puppets for now.
40 duplexes for judges. That means 40 judges will benefit from Tinubu government, APC government. Now, in case you don't know what this means, it means if anything happen in this 2027 election, all they will tell you is to go to court. Now, when you go to court, who are in charge of the cases? Who has the final say in the court? The judges. The judges. See the Rosleys. See houses now. See duplex. See what thing they give them. If now you they give this kind of thing, you cannot, you not go defend your mandate. You not go defend them. You will defend it now. You will defend it. This is to tell you how finished and how gone this country is. It is finished.
So, yes, a wiki don't complete 40 duplexes for judges in the FCT, Abuja, Nigeria. They don't build those duplexes, go donate them to judges. Very palatial homes, very nice homes. White House. And you are telling me that you actually want free and fair judges in Nigeria. How does it even work? A politician is building homes for judges. Equate him to a normal human being. If somebody that is gifting you things brings a case to you, and the other person you don't know, but the person has never given you anything before, and there is no hope that the person is going to give you something, how will you judge that case? This is simple. This is simple. Even a mugu go know, say, there's an intention, there's another tone to this gift that is given judges. Because I don't think Wiki should be the one giving judges houses in this country where he has interest. He's a politician, and it's a very controversial one at that. So the court is always his home. There will always be a conflict of interest on the part of the judges. Think about it.
Hi, welcome back. Now, I think what is really going on now, everybody is seeing it because the FG now has built 40 duplex for the judges or the judges. You can see what is really happening here. They built 40 duplex for the judges. Meanwhile, some doctors, some teachers, and some lecturers who we need most in this country don't have any house or any single duplex to even stay. But they are building houses for judges so that in case anything happen in 2027 and the judge will be the people to, that kind of thing. So for now, I think with what a lot of people have said here, should enter any candidate that the people loves ear, because if it does not enter your ear, I don't think you're gonna secure the seat of the president in 2027 because of how these people have built every other thing. I think this is an agreement allegedly between these judges and the president, because if it was not an agreements, I don't think, or I don't see anything that will even make these people to give those things or those houses they have built to those people this period that everything is already around the corner. If really they are doing all of this thing from their hearts to all these judges, they would have left all this first for the election to be conducted first before doing all of this thing or saying that they have built all of this thing for these people. But just because they want to use these to buy the vote, that the vote has already been bought. If you don't know, just take note of this. And the judge and every other people, they have already been bought. And you and me and you, the candidate that will be there, that the masses are going to follow, you shouldn't fail the masses, because You saying that you go to, or take anything to court will make these people to defeat you then, because we have already seen what is coming. And the voter who will be voting then should know how to be there to secure your own too. You should do your own part so that these people don't run us street, because with how they are coming now, they are ready to run everybody's street, and everybody should be wise now. This is the kind of thing these guys have done before, but it's just because a lot of persons I or a lot of persons are after them, like seriously. So every one of us, both you the candidate, like I used to let you guys know, yeah, it should be serious, because these people who are opening you guys eyes today, they are opening you guys eyes today just because they knew that what these guys are really really doing to us today is so bad, and they need a better person who would come and do the kind of thing they want for them. And you the candidate that the masses are going to support, see, don't fail the masses so that the masses won't be disappointed in you. Let me not just dance around the bush and call you out, Mr. Peter Obi, because the other time you took this case to court and it made these guys warn you. If you take it to court this time around, they will still win you. And don't even try to take any matters to court, so that these people were there claiming to be arrogant or claiming to be wise politically, so that they won't run anybody's street, because the street you have been run the other time is not only you that has been run. You made them to run the masses, and the masses, some of them are even angry with you just because of that. Because I have seen someone who was saying in a viral video that this suffering that we're suffering today is just because of this Peter Obi. Because if Peter Obi had reacted so well in 2023, this that had happened would not have happened, and a lot of people would not have been disappointed in him. But now some few persons are disappointed in him, but that is not the final thing. And I think those of you who are disappointed in him should still come to support him this time around, because this time he himself, who is Peter Obi, has seen that he won't allow anyone to rig this, and if you want to rig, you will be rigged. So that you just sit in. You yourself, I mean Peter Obi, and you that is hearing me now, should be active 247, so that all of these things that wants to happen now will not happen under our watch. Thank everybody.